Why is it this funny color?
And that,
Oh, you like that? Huh?
okay, thank you for coming today. My project title is, you can see in the here, rhythm prevail. What means word intelligibility, which is a very keyword in this course, and is Japanese learner improve with rhythm rather than segmental consciousness, which means my research main point was comparing teaching segmental future and super program and segmental future, which is better result. Okay. So in the reality, I'm teaching mainly in high school. This is reality. Like, they have to, most of them take entrance examination. The world level is like almost 1,000 or more, higher school 2,000 more. So they have to read at the speed of this speed like 120 or 150 words per minute to finish the exam within the time. But average reality is that 75 words per minute. That's not, yes, that's average. So my idea is that this point. If Japanese students gain super fragmental future rhythm reduction linking means realize there's a difference between Japanese and English. So I think that they must be a process of fluent reader of English, which leading to a good reader and also get a good result in the entrance examination. So this is the best part I like in the pronunciation textbook. And that has music. English moves in regular rhythmically from stress to stress, no matter how many unstressed syllables fall in between. This is my most interesting thing in this course and most great thing in this. And also this is the best thing I want to make the students realize there is this kind of in English. So I conducted research, 5 steps, maybe your paper. My first, maybe my paper. It is nothing. Okay, I'm telling you after PowerPoint. Okay, first step. Okay, anyway, I did 3 sessions for 3 people, and 2 Japanese college students. One is a freshman, one is 4 years grade, one is Thai people who is a grad student and a technology institute. Okay. Well, anyway, I go back to the steps. Step 1, I did just a fragmental thing, like phoneme thing. What I did was just practice very small things like L&R or TH sound and S sound. Of course, using material is minimum pairs. Using the material from the teaching pronunciation or also teaching clear pronunciation books. That helps a lot. Yes. And step 2, I go beyond the small part. I go into the super fragmental focus futures step 2, what I did is like more have the students acquire intonation or prominence or lines of the thought, especially thought group, like let them feel the emotional thing of English. And step 3.
So length means thought group? Length is thought
yes,
group?
length of the thought group and also whole sentence including. Yeah. And next step, I need more precise thing for the very practical use thing for the program future, which are like my theme, rhythm, linking, and reduce words. Which maybe I can go back to the first one. Did you notice? I don't know. Wow, my. So if you look at the, my paper's top, can you see the definitely need to L and
Page 1.
I don't know why it didn't come out.
You want to write on the board?
Yeah. It was supposed to come up. My thema is like that. That she came up with, she supposed, but I don't know why.
Sorry, what does that mean? So LR
Yes.
and R?
Yeah, Japanese people need to breaking, reduce word or speed reduction and rhythm. Yes. Rather than L&R means very
segmental
yeah,
functions.
that's my thing.
I got it.
This is my kind of so yes, this is my basic line. For step 3, and okay, I'll tell you the result of each 1, 2, 3 steps right now from here. Okay. After I did second fragmental focus thing, result is table 1. Do you have a table 1 here? Okay. Table 0 means they just read the same passage without any kind of any direction. So table 1 is the result of the treatment after the fragmental focus phonics. So result is I scoring the rating, which means like this score. I use a 5 lecture scale, so they got very good score, which you can. I score 3 and good 2 and acceptable or okay. I get 1 point. And the later score very poor. I score 0. Later very poor, very low. Score minus 1. So okay. Then question about this table.
So you're the rater.
No, sorry. Later is. To native English teacher. Yeah.
What's your last one doing?
One is American, very old school
Canadian?
American guy. And one is Canadian, very intelligent businessman. My age, I didn't ask, maybe around 30. No information.
No more information.
Because you export. Okay, anyway, speaker A, should I say who is speaker A or speaker B? I didn't say that.
No, I don't think you need
Okay.
to say right now.
Okay, see the result. The interest, maybe you should see the point of rating, the LV means the average. So, speaker A is the average 7 points, speaker B is average 11.5, speaker C 4 points. Okay. Sorry, I missed it. Table 1. Speaker A got 9.5, speaker B got 6.5, speaker C got 8. If you compare to table 0 from 0, little bit improvement, you can see very easily, except speaker B. Okay. Any question from you? Speaker B is already a good English speaker, so her score kind of very changeable. Sometimes it's no relation to the any first step. So, okay, but average is a little bit higher compared to table 0. Okay. I think the fragmental focus work I realized here, but not huge, but actually works to some extent. Okay, next, look at the table 2. I did a super fragmental focusing like intonation or pronunciation, length of thought group or sentence. I did many, can I say, what I did, most marginal thing is listen to the CD by thought group, make pairs. One after the thought group, maybe speaker A repeats the same sentence, then speaker B check what I was saying. This point intonation is trend, just kind of speaker A repeats the sentence, speaker B is kind of later, okay? This kind of pair work. The main point is the learner can realize what point she didn't realize. This is intonation or pronunciation. I did a kind of pair work. Also, I did many reading aloud things or many rhythmic things, everything. Okay. After
Did you give them any feedback?
feedback from
Did you say that was good or
yes, of course.
this part was not so good?
Yes, always. Can I go to step? Oh yes. Okay. And we should take the step 2 results, table 2. Look at that, table 2. Little bit, speaker A and B, point of rating, A is 10.5 with 15.5. They got really higher average points. I think that I realized that at this point, super fragmental treatment works better than step 1. I think I proved it this time. And also, this speaker A and B's result is the highest, next highest score or third highest score. Okay, can go back to the step 3. I did a super program focus, but more practical one, easy working things like more linking matter or palatalization, many exercise using pronunciation cases. But also, my point is rhythmic things like cat chase what things or comparing the word stress and sentence stress like mother do it. Then you did like things. I throughout had the students feel the rhythm of English at this point. also I did the same thing for step 2, many reading skills. And result, the table 3. More higher average, except and speaker C. Speaker A and B got the higher score. And also speaker B got the highest, best score here. So which means the suprasegmental focus futures kind of step 2 and step 3 things work this time best, I think, average here. Is there any question here?
When you say the steps, you mean in terms of time?
Yeah.
So step 1 was first, and then step 2 was second, step 3 was third.
Okay, like
In terms of
time order is step 1 is the first, 2, 3, we can follow the order. That, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
And about how long was each step? Was it like 1 meeting or 2 meetings or?
What I need, I need for 5 steps maybe. The first section, it takes maybe 2 hours and a half, an hour. Yes. Because I'm very confused, I can't figure out that thing. So I did maybe fragmental focus and maybe section 1, maybe fragment, or a little bit later, but maybe fragment. And section 2, it takes maybe 2 hours plus 1 around that. I focus more like fragmental feature like step 2 and 3, including also at the beginning of class, of course, we review the fragmental focus. But what I stress to the student is today focus of the section 2 is this one. Okay. All right. So what is more interesting is next step, step 4 and 5 also. The step 1, 2, 3 is a very basic step, and step 4 I let the student read very rapidly as much as possible. It's kind of very kind of experimental thing, rapid reading. And you can see the result table 4. Okay. The direction is just read as much as possible, as much short as you possible. But this is not like a sudden this kind of sudden thing. I did step 1, 2, 3. Then today, we will do the extensive thing. Don't think too much. Just read the same passage. Leave it first as much as you can. Like this. I record it, and the result is here. Very interesting result came out. The speaker A average 13. This is second best. Second best for speaker.
When you say as much as possible, do you mean as fast as possible?
Sorry, first as possible, yes. Interesting result is the speaker A. She is very kind of beginner, but best result here, 13 points. Second best. And interesting thing, intelligibility level and the sentence level, she got score level 2 means good. Everything good means best score of intelligibility of all my projects. This is very interesting result.
But two's not a great score, right?
But
It's a 5-point scale.
yes. About intelligibility, 5 scale, but 3 is the highest. Like in terms of intelligibility, 3 is the native level, or like almost native.
Oh, I see.
Means 2, if the score is like little bit below the native or no problem. So 6 got a perfect, almost perfect for non-native speaker score. It is kind of amazing. I think that why she got this result means maybe reviewing in a home or anytime outside the class also, and she got maybe she have maybe aptitude to learning languages but she has.
Do you need to take a couple minutes and finish up?
Couple minutes, okay.
Yes.
And last thing, step 5. This is most I wanted to focus on, but research was bottom, very fast. Okay, let's see that.
What does keep up with rhythm mean? How does that
mean,
work?
like using the same choice textbook, like jazz chant, like.
So they were listening to something?
You mean the metronome?
I basic thing is that, okay, let's do the catch test thing. Okay, today do the target process, like you interest the things like.
Okay.
But results are bottom. But I didn't work because the point is two. Speakers didn't get accustomed to the rhythm reading is a very serious simple sentence, not like a kid thing, okay? Understand? Maybe jazz chant is very, like a very easy thing you can say with the rhythm, but this is very serious sentence. Are you interested in working for the country? It's okay, but okay, with rhythm, okay, listen like this. This is like
It sounded like she was panicking.
no, fine. They are very full of excitement.
Oh, are they?
Okay. So my conclusion is the latest result is very bottom, but they didn't use the later and the speaker didn't use it. But if you use this one, maybe as you are beginning the class, that makes the very relaxed movement and excitement, which is very good. You can learn from the pronunciation textbook, from the relaxation techniques I use in high school student class also. So, which works anyway. Okay. It's easy to learn English, one word of English. Okay.
Okay. Let us. We need to stop the presentation, but sorry, you have to get used to 20-minute presentations. But let's take some time to maybe people have some questions.
Yes. Question time.
Yeah. And my first question is, having done these, I think 5 kinds of treatments. What do you recommend? So what do you think is most effective? These different treatments that you tried.
Yes.
So what would you recommend to high school teachers or junior high school teachers?
To colleagues?
Yeah, colleagues, sure.
I actually recommend, I won't say everything, but if you like to choose, maybe very difficult question.
Or we can get all the numbers.
But this one, like order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm sorry, what does that mean? That one is best or worst? Or
my best is
really?
Yes.
So you would recommend that teachers give students that kind of set rhythm, and then the student tries to keep up?
But this is main point, but most of lecture in the high school is like a very kind of boring strange, just sitting down and I don't know if he's waking up.
Yeah, I've seen
To
it.
make them wake up or feel emotion, I do this one first. Maybe I recommend this one because most of the teachers didn't know this kind of problem. Most of things is like a childish thing, but it works for adults or college people. It doesn't matter because it tells you the rhythm of English from very deep way.
But it seems to me that if you did that, you would need to do it individually.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure some students are much faster than others at that kind of task. And the lower proficiency people in class would just be, they would fail quite badly, I would guess.
Actually, I use the rhythmic beat mapping in 45 students. Mostly I read aloud. I did maybe 4 or 5 years using this technique, but I never had the students who are so embarrassed, so I don't like it. Because good point is this one is for the kind of for very wide range practicing from beginner to the advanced level. I never heard that. I don't like this kind of practice.
For any of your treatments, did you put any slashes in the readings? Did you show them what the thought groups are?
Yes, that's the point. The first, I showed them the slash. I gave them the slash one. But after that, I without notice, I give them the same process, but today I give it with no slash. But
my question actually is, did it seem to help them, or did the students like it when you showed them the thought groups?
Yes, that's a very good question. First, first of the session, they liked it. They liked it because they don't know how to cut the sentence. But after I did many intonation, thought group, finality thing, after that they leave without any slash. I asked them, yes, now we can read. It is more easier than with slash one. That I think.
Okay. Yeah, the reason I was asking, you kind of said the same thing, that if I were asked to read Japanese,
Yes.
it would be very, very helpful to me
Yes.
if for a while the teacher showed me thought groups.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be confident about creating the correct thought groups in the foreign language.
Yeah, for why it works, the program, they kind of, it's very, but they cannot read without putting a slash in an examination. It takes a long time. You understand what I mean? To some extent, give them the percentage with slash work, and also put the slash in the thought group. It works, but the point is like too much accustomed to putting the slash on the textbook. When they take the entrance examination very long sentence, they cannot escape from, it takes time to understand what I mean. So
Yeah, well, I think that's a misapplication of the slashes. I've taught students who, in normal reading tasks, started putting a bunch of slashes on the page, and that just says to me they don't know how to read.
Yes, that's wonderful. So at some extent, I have to take courses or teachers directions very important.
Any questions? pondering it. So the people, when you guys gave a 2, it sounded pretty good to you, I guess.
Well, it's because, yeah, I guess the rating is going from -1 up to 3.
Yeah.
So 2 is
about as good as you're going to get.
Yeah. Some data.
Because you wouldn't expect any 3s or maybe very, very rare.
What's the -4?
That's just accumulation of 2 minus 2s.
Yeah.
What is a minus? So you could also give a -2.
No, but I think they rated twice, so like Dylan gave -1 for something and then -1 for something else, and Nick did the same, so that would total to -4.
So the rater 1 and rater 2, everyone gave -1, so -1.
And -1 meant you couldn't understand what the
I
person
believe
was
the
saying.
phrase was, I cannot stand this.
You don't like it.
Was it really bad? It's one of the ones that it's not speaking. If you're imagining that it's someone speaking, it's not speaking. So it feels like I think what you're expecting and what you're getting is not the same thing.
Yeah, I think that technique might be good for like taking away some of the hesitation in speech, the use of the metronome.
Oh.
But not recording. Like try it before and then let them like do some kind of free like reading.
It sounds great for motivating people and changing the atmosphere, but for people who listen to it, it doesn't sound like a person speaking at all.
Right,
Yeah. It like sounding.
And also there's the beat sound. So the combination of it is just.
Yeah, because the recording he played sounded really chaotic to me.
So my intention was
That's
that
because
how the native can feel the intonation or listening, that kind of thing. So that's my intention.
But yeah, I mean, I don't think people speak like that. So it's
Yes, but
just like
that's my experiment.
if you train for sports or things, people do drills, but they don't do that drill over and over again during a game or a match or a competition or drumming.
Right.
Do you think that because of the quality of the recordings, your score might have been lower?
But it was good enough to get a bonus. No, I don't know what I can say. The only thing that was kind of difficult for us was like rating all of them.
2 months.
Yeah.
It was like 9 things. Right?
Oh, gosh.
So here's 5 seconds later.
Yes, I kind of noticed 2 months items, but this is my first. This is not for that, but my first research. So I wanted to know that which item was the best. So sorry about that.
Not thinking about the numbers, don't think about that, but what did your participants say to you when this was finished? I mean, did they say, I liked this, or this worked, I think this worked? What was their reaction?
Their means speaker reaction.
Your 3 participants'
Yeah.
reaction?
I edited their self-evaluation here.
Oh, I see. Okay, you got a self-evaluation. Okay.
Table 6.
I'm just curious, which tasks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see the bottom number 6?
So you have a percentage. The
Yes.
percentage higher is better, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So what is the most interesting thing is number 6. Which do you think was worked best for reading better in this project, means in this project? Speaker A felt number 3, thinking, focusing, which means suprasegmental features. Speaker B felt breathing story means mother do it, uses 10 things like a rhythmic thing, which means also the suprasegmental thing. Speaker C felt also like she likes the captured like stories. This is my game. This is my kind of, my salvation for this project. They like the rhythmic things. The result was very bad, but they liked it. So.
Okay, so basically the suprasegmental tasks are the ones they like the best, or they thought, it's not like, is it liking, or is it they thought it was most useful? Is it usefulness or liking?
Because he said,
Because those are very different.
yeah,
Because lots of times the things students like, they'll actually say, I like it, but I don't think it's very useful, and vice versa.
Just all those long tests this semester were very useful. Part of me likes it. Sorry.
My after talk is like, speaker A and B.
Oh, I see.
A and B says like,
Yeah, something like that. So.
linking on bridge rate works best.
Linking?
Yeah. So as you can see, the speaker A,
Oh, works best. Okay.
spelled linking focus works best.
Okay.
Speaker B, because bridging rate means rhythm, rhythm of English thing, it works best. The speaker C, it is kind of Thai speaker, really didn't understand sometimes English, so it's a really hard time to figure out what he's saying. So maybe she liked the catchy story maybe about speaker C she liked because she never experienced this kind of practice in Thailand. So, yes.
But it's all suprasegmentals.
Yes.
So that's kind of nice to hear.
Yes, that's my salvation in this process.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you very much.